Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Two Live Stews Experience, the Best of Dirty South Edition. I'm your tour guide, Tree Taylor, the pretend producer. Imagine being hired to produce a show where they already have a producer, management, to run everything, and they really just want you to push buttons and play like you're the problem. Well, sometimes management finds themselves in a pickle, a.k.a. Douglas, you can't be in two places at once, and guess what? I get to run this motherflucker. I said flucker. As I was saying, welcome to the Two Live Stews Experience, the Best of Dirty South Edition. We are brought to you by the wonderful Black kings and queens over at the Southern Edge Beverage Company. Yes, it's Black owned. Yes, it is the finest quality sweet tea vodka, caramel-flavored whiskey, and coming soon, tequila lemon. But don't take my word for it, darling. Taste the edge. Visit southernedgebeverageco.com. And while we're here together, click that QR code. You're going to get discounted shipping, and you know you need your liquor for the 4th of July. Invite me over, and let's go to the edge, honey. I won't tell if you don't. southernedgebeverageco.com. As we enter our 6-month stewversary in these live stream streets, doing it Douglas's way, pretty much every single show, this best of takes you through all things ATL the stews have scattered, smothered, and covered, and will lead us to this coming Monday show and the return of the beloved Top 5. Now, when we last hung out, we reinstated the poll, and Douglas kicked it off with the top 5 things Atlanta is known for. So this best of edition is very fitting, and he wouldn't have thought of it. Okay. Listen, I know y'all see it. Douglas is very intimidated by me. He can't sing. He doesn't know how to push buttons like I do. And he certainly doesn't have the creativity that I have. So yeah, in his mind, I am his biggest competitor. Well, not superseding his brother. I mean, y'all have seen how this thing goes. So yeah, anyway, we're not going to talk about Douglas because he's not here. I'm in charge. At any rate, grab your coffee or your cocktails, darling, and let's get into the Two Live Stews Experience, the Best of Dirty South Edition. Now, kicking it off and in grand alignment with Donald Trump and his depend undergarments coming to Atlanta tonight to debate Joseph Robinette Biden. The stews chop it up about the great Fulton County DA, Fani F around and find out Willis. Let's go.
Did you see
Yes,
the testimony by District Attorney
Fani
Willis? Her name is Fani Willis, right?
It's Fani. It's Fani. It's Fani.
No, I think it's Fani. Okay, but that was hard to watch, man.
I rather enjoyed it. It wasn't hard to watch at all. I almost missed soccer because of it. I couldn't leave the TV.
No, I mean it was hard to watch because they was going after the sister.
Yeah,
they were going after the sister.
She clearly they were, but she handled that. Yeah, she was her true, authentic self, but still of the law and still kept her dignity. Yeah, but she kept it real, man. She not afraid of them cats, man, and she knows she got a solid case. She don't care about them people.
Yeah, so
and that's her life, man. She can do whatever she want to do with her life.
I don't even understand, and I guess I do understand. Let me take that back. I understand what they're trying to say.
It's a smoke bomb, man. It's a smoke bomb. Let's throw you off the scent. Let's get you off the trail. Here, look at this. Here, look at this. No, man. Let's talk about this case. Let's talk about what this man was doing. Let's talk about this man trying to poke the governor to steal votes. Let's talk about that, man. No, I don't care about what she's doing in her own privacy. I don't care who's getting served. I don't care who's getting served. I want the truth, man. I want the truth, man.
Fani getting her cheeks clapped by her co-worker. Letting her work husband bust her down. Now, you know what? I don't even know if I should have read that. Because that's kind of disrespectful.
Right. I don't believe you just read that.
Disrespectful.
I don't believe you just read that. Where was that?
That's what Julius 35C said in the chat room.
No, you didn't.
Fani getting her cheeks clapped.
Did you just back the bus up on Julius?
But it was so embarrassing because she had to describe her love life. She talked about all the trips her and this dude took, and they kept questioning her about this, that, and they were trying to find out. Long story short, they were trying to find out like if this guy was basically on our payroll.
Right.
But they can maintain their relationship by her employing him with a job. Thus, the money he makes from the job, they use to go on these trips and do all these lavish things, allegedly. That's the point that Trump's lawyers are arguing.
I understand.
That ain't nobody damn business. What she do?
They're trying to get the dogs, instead of going straight to Trump, to go someplace else. They're going to throw several other stakes. Off the trail. They're going to throw several other stakes. But guess what? She handled that. She didn't clam
like
up.
That, man. I didn't like that.
She didn't stand down. Yeah, they're probably going to do worse, man. Mm-hmm. But she handled that.
Yeah.
And it was compelling TV.
Yeah. So that was very interesting. It happened like late this afternoon. I was working from home half the day today, and so had on CNN and saw this testimony and the attorneys, and there was probably 20 attorneys in there for the prosecution. It was very interesting, man.
Shouts out to Tiffany, one of the poodles from back in the day. We're not going to be censored on this show. We missed you all too long. We need you going to say what you need to say, and y'all should read it. It's funny. She said, "Do your thing." Mm-hmm. She said, "We got to talk, man. I want to talk to you about that, man. We were censored when we previously was on platforms like this, man. We're not censored anymore. Right. We should really just tell the people the truth, man. We should tell the truth and shame the devil all the time, man. I think there's truth and light to us doing that. I really do, man.
Right.
It's therapeutic, man.
Mm-hmm.
Telling the truth is therapeutic, and honesty is real. And we've always been a real show. This platform is going to allow us to be even more real.
Yeah. So I mean, who says that we weren't going to be real and keep it real and talk about everything that we want to talk about?
All right.
We can just use some colorful language even if we want to now.
That's
not
true.
that I'm necessarily, into doing all that.
I got kids right out that door of the studio. So
right.
I
you
gotta
got
be careful with that.
looking. Yeah.
But y'all feel free to do that. It's fine. And Tree can edit it, and the kids not in here anyway, so you good. But my voice may carry. I don't want them to hear me doing all that.
So this past week, the Freaknik documentary came out. Okay. The Freaknik documentary came out. We said that we would both watch it and give our opinions tonight. What are your thoughts about the Freaknik documentary on, I think it was Hulu, produced by Uncle Luke?
I'm just happy they didn't catch a ninja like me hanging out, man. I'm just very glad. Listen, I am very glad that the proverbial pants being down wasn't caught with me in that situation. I'm being honest, man.
Yeah.
I can't start to tell you how much rabbit dancing I did on Freaknik weekend every year for like 3 or 4 years, man. I mean,
so did you
did you 75 on 85 on 20 behind the target? I mean, it was crazy, man. It was crazy.
Did you see anybody in it that you knew?
Several people.
So you had been in Atlanta. You've been to several Freakniks. I saw one person that I knew, the great Kamal.
Who was it?
Kamal. You saw Kamal, right?
One time, I still call Kamal magic, but one time to the great Kamal, man. I did see Kamal, yes. So I saw teammates, man. I saw a few of the track girls from Georgia Tech. I saw a lot of people, man.
So Kamal owns or had owned many strip clubs in Atlanta, and he played football with Ryan at Georgia Tech. Yep. And they showed a little like clip of him, and that's the only person I saw that I knew throughout the entire thing.
Okay,
so what are your thoughts about a lot of people are kind of disappointed? I think they're disappointed because they thought it was going to be more raunchy. Here's my thing on that. I'll tell you what I think, and then I'll get your thoughts.
All right.
This thing was produced, or this thing was put together by Morehouse and Spelman alumni. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
What did you think it was going to be? Like Spelman and Morehouse people not going to put together some raunchy sex video and put their names behind it. Those people that go to those two universities are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Thorough and very professional. They're very professional.
Professional is a great word.
Yeah.
I was thinking that a bulk of
it was a true documentary.
a true documentary that were also involved with Jermaine Dupri and Uncle Luke from down in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
So I really think that when people hear Uncle Luke and he's contributed to anything, they're thinking, ass up, knees down.
Right. And that's what he said in the show. He said he brought the Freaknik. So did you know the history of the name Freaknik before you saw this thing?
I did.
Okay. So
I did.
And maybe we shouldn't spoil it for other people that haven't seen it, but
we hadn't said much. I mean,
it's no big deal.
It can't be but about so many things, man.
So
we had the streets on lock. People couldn't get anywhere. At one point in time, they put barricades up so you would drive straight through all of Atlanta. I mean, we're not telling anything that anybody doesn't know.
Yeah, but the way they came up with the name Freaknik, it was just a picnic, and they put La Chic's song, La Freak. I think it was called La Freak. You remember that song? Freak, the Chic, freak out.
Yeah,
that song. And so they that's where they came up with the name. But I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Everybody's killing it on social media, and the only reason they're killing it because they thought they were going to see more skin.
Well, they would have,
people got grandkids, man. You can't be putting people's faces all over America on some film.
And if they would have made it too raunchy, it wouldn't have been able to be released on TV. The people know what they were doing. Yeah, you couldn't see nobody butt cheeks in the air, man. That's just not going to be appealing to people that are making decisions, man. It's just not going to happen.
And you know what? The backstory of it is that when the Olympics came in '96, it was bad timing because they were trying to make the city look good.
Right.
And the year before, my one and only Freaknik was '95. Okay. And like I said a couple of weeks ago when we talked about this before, I understand as a 54-year-old man right now, I understand why they shut it down. Yeah. But I didn't even think about the fact that the Olympics were coming in '96. They couldn't have that going on. They couldn't have that. They couldn't have Freaknik as it stood in '95 and '96 when the world was coming to Atlanta. I get it. I totally get it now. I was mad as heck. I was calling Bill Campbell all kind of Uncle T and Uncle Tom, this and this, that, and the other. He wasn't a responsible adult mayor. He did what he had to do.
Hey, man, looking back at it, it went on for too long. The fact that it went until '96 is kind of mind blowing to me. I think a little bit of it, there was some traces of it in '97 also. But yeah, man, good times in our lives, man. Back in the day, I mean, talk about a party that lasts all weekend. That's Freaknik personified.
After all of that, what we talked about, I agree with Tree. Caucasian spring breaks probably are just as wild or wilder.
Daytona Beach, Clearwater. Yeah, I agree.
So it did.
And remember, you've probably never gone to Daytona Beach when the white folk go down there.
Not when the white folk went.
I was about to say
we went to Black College Weekend on Daytona every year from '91 to '94. Every year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have gone to Daytona Beach with teammates of mine that are Caucasian brothers.
Uh-huh.
And it's wilder than any Freaknik I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, see, because white folks,
they can do whatever they want, and the police don't care.
Not only
Black
that,
people know they're going to be policed.
Right.
White folks can be out in public doing whatever they want, and it's like the cops act like they can't see anything.
Right. And you're 100% right. And not only that, they do these things because they know, once again, that they can make a call to somebody. And so I think part of it is the police kind of handle them differently because of the politics of the situation.
Right.
You're 100% right. You're absolutely right. But Tree is 100% right. We get treated so different in the same circumstances. Okay. People were talking about Jones Beach, these different places where people had spring break, events or whatever.
How about Black Bikers Weekend down in Myrtle Beach?
And Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
And Black Bikers Weekend is gone too. For the most part, it's changed.
Yep.
I think maybe they still do it, but it's not black people. Anything that we do, they shut it down real quick.
They shut it down. Now, for the record, Atlanta's got 5 million people in it, and the fact that you can't use the interstate is a problem. I understand that's a problem.
Yeah,
that's a problem. Okay, but y'all don't say nothing to them folk down there in Daytona. I've been down there twice with them folk. They get to really cut loose.
Yeah,
and it's okay.
And they get slizzard. Like they don't just get drunk, they get drunk.
I'm talking about falling out on sidewalks outside. I mean,
puking on themselves, like
right, and still hanging out after said puke.
Right. Yeah. So I get it. I totally get it. You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, brought to you by Southern Edge. I want to mention this before I forget it. We have websites or links, okay, to our home pages on Facebook and on YouTube, okay? So Two Live Stews, YouTube.com. Two Live Stews, Facebook.com. So you don't have to worry about a link with all these mumble jumble words and letters or whatever. Very simple. Whatever your platform is, which one that you prefer, whether it be YouTube or Facebook, Two Live Stews, YouTube.com, Two Live Stews, Facebook.com. Subscribe on YouTube and follow on Facebook and pass the word. Look who's in the chat room. Ashley Scott.
What up, Doc?
Lying on the floor was pictured differently in my head. Laugh out loud. Jeff King, he says they will get you faded. He's talking about Caucasians. Eddie Jewell, or it just passed right by us. But thank you for all of the messages in the chat room as well.
Yeah, man, we got pulled over driving down to Daytona, and the car was, let's just say there was smoke in the car. Okay.
Cheech and Chong.
Okay, Cheech and Chong is, let's just say Cheech and Chong. Okay.
Right.
And I'm thinking the minute I saw the lights, oh man, I'm gonna be the only one that gets shot when he pulls his car over, right? I'm
it's
thinking,
sad you got to think like that.
Well, it's sad, but
yeah.
The cop gets to the window, they down the window, and the cop goes, "Woo, guys, what's going on in there?" Right? My buddy that was driving the car, a Caucasian brother, starts laughing like, "Oh, we're going down to Daytona Beach." All of a sudden, you know how it gets down there. We're just doing a little pregame in the car. All right, guys, I'm going to need you guys to slow down. I'm going to need you guys to take your time and make sure you keep them seatbelts on. Y'all be careful. Have fun down in Daytona.
And that was it?
That was it, man.
Y'all was cheeching and chonging and he just let you go because it some type of country boy talk?
Cheeching and chonging, open containers. And the driver was sober. The driver was straight sober, wasn't doing anything. And everybody else in the car was going for it. You guys be careful. Make sure you keep your seatbelts on and have your nice time down there in Daytona. Y'all be careful now. Slow that thing down. And I look at them like, is that it? Wait a minute, is that it?
Right.
Wait a minute. Aren't you going to make us get out of the car? It was crazy, man.
The Two Live Stews are brought to you by Southern Edge Beverage Company. The sweet tea flavored vodka and salted caramel flavored whiskey. You're probably watching this on a replay. Stop it. Pause the video. Pull out your phone and scan the little QR code right there. And buy you a bottle. Buy two, as the great Chub Rock says. Buy 2 bottles of the Southern Edge salted caramel whiskey, sweet tea flavored vodka. It's just phenomenal. Trust me, you will like it. I haven't received any complaints at all about Southern Edge. I mean, it is fantastic. You can drink it straight. You can drink it neat, but just phenomenal. Southern Edge Beverage Company, SouthernEdgeBeverageCO.com.
Hey, people, it's your boy Chub Rock. There's a new sheriff in town, Southern Edge Beverage Company. And let me tell you, you better taste the edge. Watch this. Taste the edge. Sweet tea vodka, salted caramel whiskey will rock you. The taste is smooth and refreshing. Gluten-free, no harsh burn for the blessing. Make it neat. Have it on ice. Buy both bottles. Have it twice. Mix with your favorite fruit juice. Nice. Mix a liqueur combo. Hype. We're black owned. Yeah. Find us in Atlanta telephone. College Park. Check this bone. Sweet tea, vodka, fix your fam. Southern Edge Beverages, Instagram. Salted caramel whiskey on the edge. New sheriff in town, baby. Taste the edge. Southern Edge can be found in the following locations in the metro Atlanta area. Total Wine and More in Alpharetta. Camp Creek World of Beverages. Prohibition Liquor. Firewater Package. Crest Wine and Spirits. And Bim's Package Store. It's time to taste the edge. Southern Edge, baby.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Two Live Stews experience, the best of Dirty South edition. Tree Taylor bringing you an audio-visual morning brew of the stews and their various odes to Atlanta. Y'all, it is hilarious watching these clips from what was just a short time ago. Douglas boldly serving us AOL circa 1998 on his 20 generations behind device. Thankfully, he got it together, y'all. His lighting is working. His head is shining. His mic, we talked about him and his mic fetish. But yeah, everything looks really good. And like I always say, it's just going to keep getting better and better. Also back then, we didn't have an entertainment report. Nadi wasn't here. It was just the three of us. But change is inevitable and change is good. So in this next segment, I'll recap you with both Arlie and Nadi on deck. And in this particular video, you're going to see a pop-up show. But more importantly, we're going to see Doug's alleged hits to the head come through. And then we're going to continue to keep it all things ATL, Georgia, if you will. And we'll see how yet again that injury, allegedly, rears its ugly head, causing Douglas to take down a former commander-in-chief and Ryan to set himself up for a federal case.
My man Jungle Brother in the chat says Anita Baker getting dragged bothers me and should be protected. Go ahead, Tree.
Don't start with my auntie. Okay, first of all, we don't know, and Arlie has stated this, we don't know what happened. No one is talking. The promoter, where is the promoter? If she wasn't, some people are saying she wasn't even in town. So if she wasn't in town, that means she knew the night before that they didn't have her bag. Whose responsibility is that? It's not Anita Baker's 66-year-old ass responsibility. And I'm cussing tonight because we're not going to try to.
Right.
It's a
If we don't have any information, then we can assume anything we want. Just like you can assume that they didn't have her bag. Maybe they did have a bag. Maybe she got sick, or maybe she just said, hell with Atlanta. I don't want to come through. Unless we get some information. We only speculating. That's everybody.
But why would we choose to think the worst about somebody? Why can't we give her the benefit of the doubt? Which is
somebody need to come out and make a statement. Somebody, her people, her PR people, Anita. Somebody got to come out and set the record straight, or else.
And until they do, I stand by my Detroit born and bred.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
I didn't know that.
Anita Baker from Detroit, man.
Let me tell y'all. It's Arlie.
Let me tell y'all. There's probably some kind of legality, because there's no way you make more of your money as an entertainer now. They were trying to wrap people in these 360 deals, which means we get a part of your tour, we get a part of your merchandise, we get a part of your album sales, and so a lot of them don't like that. They cut it, and they're able to get their money through touring. That's why you see these folks like Frankie Beverly ain't got a lick of voice. Everybody's singing his songs for him, but he still has to tour because that's where his bread and butter comes from. You don't get money from who buying albums. Who buying spin? Like you get recognition from spins or streams, but you're not getting money like that. It's very difficult. Khalid,
thank you, Attorney Wilson.
Khalid's manager, the singer that send me your vibe, that singer, he's gone pop. His manager, my brother, are best friends. He used to be my brother's band manager. And before somebody in the chat say, who her brother? Shout out to Bobby V. Khalid, he told me
your brother is who?
Bobby V.
Are you serious?
Oh my
God. We're not doing this. Ollie, don't forget your story, Ollie. Don't forget your story, Ollie.
It's 7:21. Arlie, don't explain to him. Keep talking.
Your brother is Bobby V.
Don't we look just alike? Look at us, Doug.
We're not going to do this, though.
Look at the face, Doug. Look at the face.
He's
You're
serious,
right.
too.
You do kind of look like the dude.
No, he looked like her because she's the oldest.
I'm not the oldest. Ryan.
My bad.
You tried to make her old, man? You know,
no, I didn't.
Like that.
No, I didn't.
You can tell how old you are. No, I can't.
Well,
give me no
finish the story, Ollie. It was a good story. Finish the story.
Anyway, when they're coming, I don't even forget where I was. You know, I'm.
Oh damn! Oh damn!
All right, let's read
some more chat. Read some more
Read some more
chat.
chat. Read some more chat. I forgot the story. You know, I got to. I was about to say, you know, I'm old.
These
I'm
names.
with the CTE. It's me with the CTE, not
We
you,
need-
Harley.
Like we let it jump on me.
Sigma Dad says the Oklahoma drill has turned many a football player into a basketball player. The OK
Yes,
Sigma. He's
thank
exactly
you.
right. He's
Thank
exactly
you.
right. Jungle Brother Bruce Springsteen canceled his whole tour. Nobody said anything. Was welcome on GMA when he came back. I mean, you know what it is. It's always
That's what I was
double
saying.
standards.
Frankie Beverly ain't sang a note in forever, but he's still touring because that's where they get their money from. There's no way Anita Baker didn't want to tour.
Right.
Like, no way, because that's how she
but
gets
what if
paid.
her
We're not
voice,
buying
her
Anita Baker
vocals was
album.
off?
Well,
What
I
if her
went
vocals
to
was off and she ain't want to show up and embarrass herself.
Everybody was singing with her.
I
'cause-
went to her show in 2023, February 14th, 2023. And I will say that she is challenged physically, but not vocally. And why do I still have my finger up? And because I'm afraid. I'm not gonna get to say. She was not challenged vocally. She was challenged her physical. She was dragging her leg. But I want to we gotta uphold her. We can't Shannon Sharp her. And
Right.
by that, I'm talking about the comment that Gary made to
Well,
Shannon on his
but-
show about black
but-
women and him not protecting us. And Shannon laughed about it.
Yeah, but the
I gotta
dread-
get- I gotta
get more
the dread
details
has
on
a
that.
point. The dread has a
That's
point.
gonna be struggling,
You know,
child.
if somebody had made a statement about what's going on, then everybody's got the right to say whatever they're thinking or however they feel.
They
and
can
get
say it, but it don't
sued.
mean it don't make it right.
Are you back up now
Yeah, I got like 95% of my voice back. You talking about from SNS this past weekend? Yeah.
from SNS this past weekend? Yes.
Yeah. How about you?
I think after today I'll be okay.
You was kind of dragging Tuesday.
I was hurt.
Yeah, you was kind of dragging Tuesday.
Was it Tuesday
You
or
kept.
Monday?
Is it Monday or Tuesday we do show?
We do a show on Monday, sir.
We do a show on Monday.
Yeah.
You were kind of dragging on Monday.
I was out of it, man.
So
I was out of
it. You put up a good fight, but
I mean,
I can tell
I-
you said several times as well. I'm going back to bed.
I haven't. I
We
haven't
probably
been
should
in
keep
them,
that to ourselves.
I haven't been in them streets like that, man, in almost 13 years.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I was woe out till the flow out. Real quick, man, before we go too far today, did you know that today is not today, but this month
Mhm.
is Black Music Appreciation Month. Some people call it African American Music Month. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
This month is an annual celebration of African American music in the United States. It was initiated as Black Music Month by President Jimmy Carter, who on June 7th, 1979, decreed that June would be the month of Black music. One time to the man Jimmy Carter himself. Shouts out to you, President Carter.
The peanut farmer.
That's right. That's
Well,
correct.
you know he's dead, right?
Yes, and rest in peace. Yes,
Okay.
rest
Okay.
in peace. You know he's not. He wasn't far from here.
Wait a minute.
No, he's not dead, Doug. He's not dead.
Tree
No,
say he's not dead.
No, he wasn't doing well.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Are
he
you
wasn't
sure,
doing
Tree?
well.
Do a quick Google search.
No, I'm positive.
Come on, Tree. Okay, she's losing her mind. Please come on, Tree.
He's
Please
still
come on.
alive.
Please come on.
Hi, good morning. Oh
Good
my
morning,
God.
Tree.
You done killed the
Did-
man.
Did you verify this?
Douglas, I know 1,000%.
I'm pretty sure Jimmy Carter's dead.
His wife died, not him.
That's right.
Thank
Damn
you.
it. Damn it. Okay, I take that back.
You
And
know,
I do have a habit of killing people off a little bit too early, but hey,
you will kill a mofo off in a heartbeat.
I thought he was dead as a doorknob.
Jimmy Carter doesn't live far from where we live here in Columbus, Georgia. As a matter of fact, I think he stays right on the outskirts of Pine Mountain, which isn't far from Calorie Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Before he got sick here recently and before his wife passed,
Mm-hmm.
he would still be doing Bible study on Sunday mornings at his church.
What?
Yes, him. Now, if you weren't a member of said church, you couldn't just visit the church if he was there doing Bible study. You would have to register, get checked out, and then you could go to the Bible study at the church by simply doing that. We were on the roll a couple times to go see him, and we got bumped all 3 times, never made it, and now he's not doing it no more because his health isn't there. But shouts out to Jimmy Carter, who gave African American Music Month to the good folks here, the month of June.
I mean, I would imagine that he probably still has Secret Service. I think past presidents get Secret Service protection for life.
For life, correct.
I mean, I don't know why anybody would still be trying to, assassinate Jimmy Carter. I mean, he hadn't been president in 40 years.
But it's not just about an assassination.
Mm.
If you could just take a president and make a demand, would you just? If Jimmy Carter was just in Kroger by himself, and somebody came and cried,
they snatched his ass real quick.
He's a former president.
He's at least worth $50,000.
What? More than that, man.
You think more than that?
$50,000 ain't no money. I mean, it's money, but it ain't no money.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get a couple million for President Jimmy Carter. Man, please, man.
I wouldn't give him more than 50 for him. I mean, no disrespect to the great Jimmy Carter, but I mean, we talking about scales.
You don't see him as a good worker anymore. You don't think he would bring much to the team.
Can you imagine Jimmy Carter? He can't get around too good, man. No disrespect to him, but I mean, he can't get around too good. Hey, once again, the Two Live Stews experience brought to you by Southern Edge Beverage Company, Southern Edge Beverage, CO.com. Southern Edge Beverage, CO.com. We got a lot of fun for you in this next hour and a half or so. I'm not in a real rush today, so we can actually kind of lounge around in the last segment and read some chat messages and all of that. Pass the word. Two Live Stews, YouTube.com, and Two Live Stews, Facebook.com. Two Live Stews, YouTube.com, and Two Live Stews, Facebook.com. We have a great milestone today, sir. We are going to go over. Go ahead.
As of 2024, Jimmy Carter's net worth is estimated to be $15 million. If I see him in Kroger with no security, he is mine.
See, and I don't even think you should say stuff like that, because they monitor language like that, and they'll bring your ass in just for questioning.
You're right.
Because they feel like you making this idle threat to a former president.
You're right.
Yeah, they'll bring you in for questioning. Right. You might be tied to the darn Taliban.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And then I just said the word Taliban. Now they're going, that's a double red flag on the show. I said the word Taliban.
Let me see him on these streets. We'll talk about it later. I'll tell you that much right now.
Top 5 Atlanta songs by Doug Stewart. Number 5 is The Great Bone Crusher, Never Scared. Number 4, No More Playing GA by Pastor Troy. The Dirty South by Goody Mob.
Can't put a Pastor Troy song on there. That was smart. That was a good move.
Welcome to Atlanta, JD and Luda. And the Pastor number Troy, 1 Atlanta song is All the Players Play from Far and Wide.
Pastor Troy's one of the Pastor Troy's one of ATL's favorite ninjas. You know, that was a good move.
Ninja always traveling with a championship belt. Right. I bet you if you see Pastor Troy right now in Kroger, he got that championship belt. He probably got it draped over his shoulder, though.
Listen, in the post office, if you see him sitting down at Waffle House, I don't care where you see him at, he's going to have that championship belt, because every champ you ever see always has his belt, okay?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it, Pastor Troy.
Where did we see this cat at? And this is a true story. A lot of people watching this may not understand what we're saying. Look up the song. If you're from California or something like that, look up the song, No More Playing GA. It basically was a diss record to Master P and No Limit. Right. I'm pretty sure of that, okay? But me and you were somewhere, and we saw Pastor Troy like we were at church or somewhere where he shouldn't have a championship belt. And this ninja had his championship belt. Like in some obscure place. Once again, you shouldn't have a championship belt. I can't even remember right now where it was at, man.
It was at the late, great Miss King's funeral where we saw him with the championship belt.
That's it! That's it! This ninja was at a funeral with the championship belt. What the hell? And nobody said something to him. Nobody said a word to him like, hey, this is inappropriate for you to have a championship belt at a funeral.
Hey, man, you know you shouldn't have that championship belt here, right? What exactly are you the champ of, Pastor Troy? Are you a wrestler? You boxing with Floyd Mayweather?
No, he's the champ of Georgia. He's the champ of Georgia.
Yeah. Or is he the champ of rap? Which one?
No, well, he clearly isn't the champ of rap. He knows better than that. He's the champ of Georgia. if there was a championship belt between Louisiana and Georgia, he's saying he's the champ of that.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
okay.
it was Master P back and forth thing.
Oh boy, that's awesome, man. That's really awesome.
The Two Live Stews are brought to you by Southern Edge Beverage Company. The sweet tea flavored vodka and salted caramel flavored whiskey. You're probably watching this on a replay. Stop it. Pause the video. Pull out your phone and scan the little QR code right there. And buy you a bottle. Buy two, as the great Chub Rock says. Buy 2 bottles of the Southern Edge salted caramel whiskey, sweet tea flavored vodka. It's just phenomenal. Trust me, you will like it. I haven't received any complaints at all about Southern Edge. I mean, it is fantastic. You can drink it straight. You can drink it neat, but just phenomenal. Southern Edge Beverage Company, southernedgebeverageco.com.
Hey, people, it's your boy Chub Rock. There's a new sheriff in town. Southern Edge Beverage Company. And let me tell you, you better taste the edge. Watch this. Taste the edge. Sweet tea vodka, salted caramel whiskey will rock you. The taste is smooth and refreshing. Gluten-free, no harsh burn for the blessing. Make it neat. Have it on ice. Buy both bottles. Have it twice. Mix with your favorite fruit juice. Nice. Mix a liqueur combo. Hype. We're black owned. Yeah. Finest in Atlanta telephone. College Park. Check this bone. Sweet tea, vodka, fix your fam. Southern Edge Beverages, Instagram. Salted caramel whiskey on the edge. New sheriff in town, baby. Taste the edge. Southern Edge can be found in the following locations in the metro Atlanta area. Total Wine and More in Alpharetta. Camp Creek World of Beverages. Prohibition Liquor. Firewater Package. Crest Wine and Spirits. And Bim's Package Store. It's time to taste the edge. Southern Edge, baby.
All right, it's the day after the NFL Draft 2024, and the Atlanta Falcons selected Michael Penix Jr. out of Washington in the first round, pick number 8. Now, initially, I woke up this morning and I thought about jumping on social media and just going off. I says, no, think about it. Try to put yourself in their shoes, Terry Fontenot and head coach Raheem Morris. And I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm rooting for the brothers, obviously. But why did we give Kirk Cousins $100 million guaranteed? Why? He had already had a bum Achilles. At the press conference when you introduced him, he walked up to the microphone limping. We had the ability to get Justin Fields, a Metro Atlanta kid, for a ham sandwich and a cup of coffee. I actually love Michael Penix Jr. I think he might be the steal of this draft. But he got 2 bum knees, and the Falcons play on AstroTurf. He could have used that money we gave Cousins to upgrade the team, the entire team. I'm trying to understand, but why? Why? Why?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Two Live Stews Experience, the best of Dirty South edition. Tree Taylor, apologizing. So much is studied and talked about regarding women and perimenopause. But as y'all can see, menopause is a real thing, as our dearly beloved Douglas lost it over the 2024 Atlanta Falcons draft pick. As we wrap up the show with some ATL sports commentary and end with a well-known Atlanta flautist, I just want to say thank you so much for all that you, the Stewies, do to enhance our lives. Now, we don't take a lot of breaks, but as you can see, it was essential today. And you know what? Rest is also essential. Grinding and whatnot, well, I don't adhere to that. I rebuke it. I mean, everybody else, y'all do what you want. But I just don't feel like I was designed for that kind of life. Like I lived it. No, thriving over surviving every time. That being said, if Doug and Ryan happen to step out for a minute, do not ever worry. As long as I'm here, you gonna get this good loving, okay? Be it live or theatrically produced, we're going to bring you excellence. So thank you for allowing us to be a part of your lives a few days a week, and for your patience on the days when we can't actually be here in the seat. We love you. And I hope you have enjoyed the Two Live Stews experience, the Best of Dirty South edition. I have enjoyed bringing it to you, putting it together for you. Shout out to the Southern Edge Beverage Company. Thank you for bringing us the smooth, delicious taste explosion that is your sweet tea vodka, caramel whiskey, and coming soon, Tequila Lemon. Taste the edge. SouthernEdgeBeverageCO.com. I'm Tree Taylor. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what they do, no matter what they say, no matter if they fire you on your day off or copy and paste your freaking live stream. Have y'all seen Chad and Shannon? They used to do their show on top of each other, and now suddenly they're side by side, looking very stupendous. No, there will never be another Two Live Stews. And you know what? I don't find imitation flattering. As a creative, no. Figure your own ish out. Anyway, as I was saying, no matter what they do, no matter what they say, abundance is your birthright, darling. Bye for now.
I want to get into Michael Penix Jr., sir.
So,
that's what I want to do.
So just to put a bow on top of what I said in the little reel, that's a minute and 30 seconds, man. It was just unbridled truth and passion about following this team for so many years. I've been here, as I said before, 30 years next year. And I just don't understand, man. I just don't get it, why they do the things that they do consistently. Like, you think they do something crazy today and next time they won't do it, but then they just figure out a way to do something else crazy, man. They just forgot about the crazy thing they did before or the thing that doesn't make sense. They forgot about that and do something else crazy. There's nothing that you can say to make me understand why a couple of months ago we gave a quarterback that's only won one playoff game $100 million guaranteed for 2 years.
Right.
Just a couple months ago.
Yep.
A guy, by the way, who was limping, as I said in the video, where he was limping when he walked up to the microphone at his press conference, that you draft the quarterback in the top 10 picks of the draft, who I love. Let me make sure and say that. And I did say that in the video, I believe. I think Michael Penix Jr. is the most prepared to play right now out of any quarterback drafted this past weekend.
That's part A. Go ahead.
Okay.
Keep on going.
But you have a salary cap for a reason, okay? There's no way when you factor in a salary cap that taking Michael Penix Jr. at the position he did, if you pay Kirk Cousins all his money expecting to win football games now, there's no explanation that you can give me that makes sense on why the Falcons did that. And pretty much everybody, all the talking heads across the world, 95% of them agree with me.
Let me tell you what I hate. And this is the Two Live Stews experience. I'm Ryan Stewart. He's Doug Stewart. Let me tell you what I hate. In my mind, the great teams who draft first through 15, first through 20, they take a player first through 20 that's going to get on the field and help their team immediately. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
If you're using a number 8 pick on someone, that someone needs to be a factor on the field for you, a difference maker this season. Number 8 needs to play this season.
Absolutely. Top 10 picks are expected historically to play now.
So we're on the same page with that.
Maybe not a quarterback, because we've seen
that's the second part of what I'm saying.
Okay.
The only reason why 1 through 15 should not contribute this year is if they're a quarterback and you want them to sit and learn and not get beat up. You want them to sit and figure things out. You want them to sit because you've got a quarterback that's on his way out that he can learn from. You want him to be in the meeting rooms. You want to groom said quarterback. That's the only reason why 1 through 15 shouldn't help us out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Peyton Manning, Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, all the great quarterbacks of the day. Troy Aikman, all the great quarterbacks. I'm fine with those guys coming in and sitting for a year or two. I'm fine with that. That's why I take it as okay for Michael Penix to sit for a year or two, because he can learn, he can groom, he can figure things out, he can feel safe, he can hold a clipboard, he can rest his body. All right. The reason why I'm really pissed about that is because the Falcons acted as if they didn't just pay Kirk Cousins $100 million guaranteed. The Falcons acted as if they didn't have a defense filled with holes. The Falcons acted as if with the number 8 pick in this year's draft, that there wasn't the best defensive player available on the board. Well, there was, because at that point, no defensive players had been selected yet. Right. So when they took a player at number 8 that they had no intentions on using for 2, maybe 3 years, they could have been helping a defense that needs help in every layer of it. In the secondary, at linebacker, at D-line, they had an opportunity to get the best player in the draft defensively to change our defensive woes, and they didn't do that. That's the only thing that's bad with that, because you and I both have already said we love the player. We think it's a great player. The Falcons moving forward, sir, on the Two Live Stews experience, don't have to worry about, barring health, they don't have to worry about that position for another 10 to 15 years. And every team that has success has a quarterback that they believe in, like Michael Penix Jr. So Thursday, I was like this. Friday, I was upset. And then Saturday, when I saw things play out the way they did with the rest of the draft, I started thinking, well, I like my quarterback when drafted early in the first round to sit for a year to learn and figure things out. Well, the only thing that's really bad is that they won't have an 8th overall pick on the field this year or maybe next year. That sucks. I don't like that, because they've got several holes that could have been fixed with that number 8 player. But man, let me tell you what, you got your quarterback from now until 2035, 2038. You got your quarterback, man. If he stays healthy, you got your quarterback. I think that I thought the Patriots were going to take Michael Penix Jr. I thought the whole Eric May thing was just blowing smoke on people's bookies. I thought they were going to take Penix. So when we grabbed him, I'm like, that's a great pick, but I wish they wouldn't have done it. But that's a great pick. Go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
No, a couple things, man. With $100 million, man, we could have made the team better. Like I said in the video, we could have made the team better. We could have gotten free agents, more free agents to fortify the team. Not only that, 2 points. 1 point was made.
No. Stop at the first point. They didn't think, Fontenot, Rich McKay, off the blank, they didn't think Penix was going to be there at 8.
Well, just say that.
But
that's part of the problem. Just say that.
That's not your business.
Don't make the fans, don't make Falcons faithful feel like that we're dumb. We're not dumb.
That's not your business. Why would they say that?
That's not our business. We need an explanation. Everybody in America clowned us, saying that we stupid. Why do we do that? Yeah, we need an explanation. The fan base needs an explanation, man.
Hey, man, the fans are fanatics. I'm not explaining doo-doo to them. Why would I take my time to explain to you what I'm doing in my franchise? You're not going to like it either. You're not going to like it anyway. Who cares?
Okay, so 2 things, okay? Thing number 1, we could have got Justin Fields, hometown kid, for around $5 million. The Pittsburgh Steelers going to pay him $4.8 million this year. How much difference or how much more production do you think you're going to get out of Kirk Cousins, who's coming off a torn Achilles, who's got 1 playoff win? How much more production do you think you're going to get from Kirk Cousins, who we gave $100 million to, compared to Justin Fields, who only is getting $5 million this year. We could have saved $95 million and not lost that much production.
You want me to act like I have not seen Justin Fields play for the last 3 years? He's not him. He's not him. He's got the opportunity to be a good player.
I hate when y'all say that. I hate when y'all say that because y'all act like the dude hadn't shown flashes of brilliance. He's young. This is his 4th year, I believe, maybe his 3rd year
I said we had 3 years to see him, and I don't think that he's a game changer at the position to not say Kirk Cousins is worthy. Kirk Cousins has had several years throwing the ball for 5,000 plus yards. Kirk Cousins has had several years where he's thrown for 30 touchdowns and less than 10 interceptions. Justin Fields has not done that.
And the second thing, I'm just going to move right by that because if y'all can't see the talent in this kid, okay, and understand that he didn't have a great team around him,
right?
Project him to a better team, a better offense, better weapons. He could be him, as you say.
Right.
I'm not going to even argue about it no more.
Okay.
And the last thing I want to
hold on, real quick. I got to respond to that.
You're watching Two Live Stews experience.
I got to respond to that.
Go ahead.
Kirk Cousins had a terrible team around him in Washington before he went to Minnesota, but he was still throwing for 4,500 yards. He was still throwing for 20 touchdowns.
And the last thing I want to
I'm sorry, man. I like Justin Fields, but
you don't like Justin Fields. You clearly don't like him. You always throw him under the bus whenever I bring up his name. But it doesn't even matter, though. It doesn't even matter.
Hold on. I'm not throwing him under the bus. I've seen him play for 3 years.
Right.
You want me to ignore what I've seen?
Right.
He's not him, man.
Okay. Let's bookmark this. And the last thing is, I think if I'm Michael Penix, I feel a certain type of way that they're planning for me to sit on the bench for a couple of years. Referencing what we said early in the show, Michael Penix is probably the most prepared, ready to play quarterback right now.
I agree.
I don't like that if I'm Michael Penix. I might have a slight attitude, as a matter of fact.
No, his checks are still going to be directly deposited on Monday.
But you want to play.
Yeah.
You're a player. Don't you want to play?
But he's a
He could have played a lot of other places this year, man, in the NFL.
He's a professional now. He's a professional. Whether he plays or not, the number is still going to hit his account every Monday. He's in a beautiful city named Atlanta that's filled with people that look just like him. He's the next coming of Michael Vick. He's going to change the fortunes of this franchise whenever he gets on the field.
He's not the next coming of Michael Vick just because he's black. They don't even play the same.
Well, he's a lefty. He
doesn't run the ball. I mean, that's fine.
No. Again, man, real quick, Arthur Blank saw the dollar signs that Michael Vick brought to the table, and he's got the closest thing to Michael Vick that he could get.
Sir.
A black guy that throws with his left arm.
Michael Vick and Michael Penix Jr. are nowhere the same type of player.
I agree.
They're not even in the same building.
But them ninjas physically look alike, and that matters to this city. That matters in this city.
Two Live Stews experience coming back. Don't go away.
You gotta be kidding me, man. And we gotta thank God. We gotta thank God every minute of every day. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. And good morning to you too. Dougie Stewart in the building. Ryan Stewart. It's the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews experience. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, good morning, man. I'm fantastic. I didn't expect that at all.
Before we get to that, man.
Go ahead.
No, we have no choice but to get into that. Good morning, Tree. Good morning, James. We'll invite you all in a second. Sir, Morgan doesn't have a flute. My 8-year-old daughter, and she can blow it better than that just now from what I heard. I wasn't there.
Wait, go. No, for real. We really need to replay that because what that is, let's set the stage for people that may not understand. I mean, there's people listening right now at 3 a.m. in Cali, right?
It's the Two Live Stew's experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, Two Live Stew's experience.
Let's set the stage. That was at the JazzFest here in Atlanta, annual thing every year, Memorial Day weekend. And that was 3 Stacks.
Yes.
Andre 3000 has abandoned being the greatest MC in the history of the South.
One of the greatest, no doubts.
No, definitely the number one MC from the South. Who you got over Dre?
Well, some people would say T.I. Some people would say some people would say that Jeezy stands a chance, but I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying, arguably.
All right. So he abandoned hip hop. He doesn't want to do hip hop anymore, he said, and now he's playing his flute, and it's a magical type of flute. It's not a regular flute like in the high school band. It's a magical flute that brings out pixies.
Oh, God.
And he plays this thing, and they.
Hey, the cats are looking at him like, what in the hell?
It's like, what the hell is this?
Oh gosh!
And
is that deemed music?
And I hate to even talk negatively about 3 Stacks, man.
I love him. I'm a huge fan.
That was horrible. And they said he only did 2 songs.
I support the flute.
He did 2 renditions.
I support everything he's doing. I pray he continues to live his own life and live his own truth and be who he wants to be.
Live his own truth.
I pray he elevates.
That's a phrase thrown around too much in 2024, man. Living his own truth.
I pray he elevates to the heights that he chooses or wants or wishes. I wish him the best, but that just didn't sound good. I've listened to the album multiple times. I often put it on at night to go to sleep, but that just didn't sound good.
Hey man, they should have pelted him with tomatoes.
Hey,
you know,
man,
that's my answer for everything. When you bad, it's just to pelt your ass with tomatoes.
We got a lot to get into today with the Two Live Stews.
Good morning. Good morning.
But before we go any further, man, we got to welcome into the doghouse. Well, into the stew. What do we call this place now, man? Until the stew's bone. What do we call this place?
Something like that. We'll figure that out.
Okay, yeah. Into the studio. Let's bring Tree Tail in real quick, man, before you move on.
Hey. First of all, and second of all, we have to shout out and give a big ups to Southern Edge Beverage Company, SouthernEdgeBeverageCo.com.
We'll get to that, man. We'll get to that. Come on, Tree. Tree was there. She was actually one of the participants or one of the constituents or one of the patrons in the building at that park. Tree, talk to us. How did it go down? What did you think? How many people was there?
So about 50,000 is the estimate. Why are you hating? Okay, to be clear, they did not rehearse. This was all off the rip. So
why wouldn't they rehearse? That's unprofessional.
They wanted to just be authentic and organic and in their truth, all of the Zen words that you don't like. I want to admit here in this space that on the second song, I do not know why I started involuntarily crying. There were black birds that began to fly towards the stage.
Did you feel sorry for him? Was it a sense of feeling sorry for him?
No. Do you know what chakras are?
No. What's that? I've heard that term before. I don't know what it is, though.
It's like it was just something about it that was doing something.
You started crying while 2 Stacks was playing his second song? Are you kidding me?
Ryan, there were people like with hula hoops and
hey man, Naughty said he thought that he was playing the bagpipes. That's what it sounds like to me.
It was a contact buzz, lots of marijuana. I don't smoke weed, do you? But it was something very like Pied Piper-ish, magical. And
I will say this: we should have known something was wrong when he came out with "Hey Ya."
Whoa! Let me finish. No, stop though before you go any further.
Let me finish.
I didn't say anything was wrong. No, nothing. I didn't say anything was wrong.
Okay, I'm talking. Okay. You didn't say a word. Nobody.
You said we. You said we, which means you and I.
As in an opinion. Okay.
No, okay. Well, that's not a we. That's a me. That's a me. That's a me.
We should have thought something was wrong when he came out with Hey Ya. Even though I love Hey Ya, that right there should have tipped you off that this guy was on a different level of some kind.
Hey, man, the last time I saw him, which was years ago in Atlanta, 10, 15 years ago, he was literally walking on Peachtree with some shoulder pads on. No jersey, just shoulder pads.
That wasn't Andre 3000. That was an Andre 3000.
I'm not asking you. Had spikes on the left shoulder of said shoulder pads and a skull on the right shoulder of said shoulder pads. I'm not asking you. Yeah, so he's an eclectic kind of guy.
That was an impersonator.
Right? And I support his music. I love his artistry. I'm a fan. But come on, man. You can't invite 50,000 of your closest friends and supporters out to Piedmont Park to just go out there and blow your bagpipe like that. I mean, come on, man. He's better than that.
Bless his heart, man. I mean, pray for this brother. That's what I really think, that we should pray for this brother, man. Forget about everything else, because clearly something is going on at home. Something is going on at home.